So this radiology exhibit has 2 X-ray machines and a fluoroscope. The most prominent X-ray machine is this giant wooden one. This machine was made in 1929. The doctor who owned it fled Nazi Germany in 1937. And by 1941, he had settled in Youngstown, and he had this machine with him. So he took it all apart and packed it in crates. It came across the Atlantic Ocean with him and to Youngstown, and he put it together in the Home Savings and Loan Building downtown. And that was Dr. Erhard Weltman. There's a picture of him in the exhibit. He retired in the 1980s. His X-ray machine ended up in Dr. Melnick's museum. Dr. Melnick was a radiologist, so he collected a lot of X-ray machines. We still have probably 7 in the collection. So being able to have a space to put those on display and talk about that early history of radiology as it relates to medicine was important. So we are in the new location for the Rose Melnick Medical Museum in Cushwa Hall. It's on the ground floor, room number B241. The Rose Melnick Medical Museum was founded in 1985 by Dr. John C. Melnick, who was a radiologist and head of the nuclear division of Youngstown Hospital Association. And then in 2001, a small museum opened on the campus here of YSU in Melnick Hall on Wick Avenue, across from the Arms Museum. And that museum was open until the spring of 2013. When the university decided to do something else with that building, and they renovated it extensively. And so the museum collection had to go into storage, and we started looking for a way to get the museum into the campus core. I had some time to think about what kind of exhibits I wanted to put in this space, and I would think back on the feedback I had from people when they came to the old museum. People loved the iron lung. And there was no question that that was going to be in this space. This one is from 1952. It was purchased by Dr. Melnick. It has a bed that slides in and out. The patient's whole body would be inside here with their head on this tray with a pillow. They would breathe the air from the room, but this machine creates a vacuum inside of it that forces the patient to inhale, and then the vacuum would decrease and they were allowed to exhale. And then we have our replica iron lung. This is a wooden replica made to the same size as the original one we have. This was created by YSU carpenter Andy Phillips in 2014. And it has a rolling bed that comes in and out. And the mirror, it's the same as the original one, except for that it doesn't work. There's no motor in here to make a vacuum. So it's just to give visitors the experience of being enclosed in that chamber and what it would feel like. Also a great photo op. It's a great story, too, with the Sabin oral vaccine. Youngstown was the first city to use that vaccine when it was approved in the winter of '61. The office recreation exhibit features a 1900 medical office, which you can see has a lot of wooden furniture in it. It was made to feel like people were at home. People were used to being treated at home at this time. The 1930 medical office is a nice contrast to all the wood in the 1900 medical office. So you can really see how patients at this time wanted to see something that was sterile, that was clean. That's what they associated with good medical care at that time. So that is very evident in these 2 offices. And then also there are a lot more tools in this office. We also have 2 dental offices. The first one is from 1890. So this is dentistry without electricity or running water. And then to compare to the 1890 dental office, we have the 1930 dental office. Here you can see there is electricity. They have a large electric light, also an X-ray machine, and an electric drill. So this office, again, shows you more tools and practice with electricity. The office recreations are also interesting to everybody, I feel like. So the classrooms that come in here, the K through 12 field trips, that's important. It's a connection to the Ohio history standards that they have in school. showing the changes in technology, but also useful for older people who like to look back, and everybody's kind of amazed. They say to me, they're surprised at how far we've come, how fast. And I also took into account the academic programs we have here on campus. So the Iron Lung relates to the respiratory therapy program we have. We also have the dental hygiene program, so the dental offices, those recreations are a way for them to come down and see something related to what they're studying. So now that the museum's open, I need to figure out a way to keep going with the outreach activities I've been doing for the past 9 years. I will continue to offer lectures for groups that are scheduled. I can go out and give presentations on a variety of topics. And those are like the suitcase tours. So I bring small artifacts that have to do with that topic with me. The only one that doesn't have artifacts is the Iron Lung exhibit, because that's a little difficult to transport. We'll have field trips that you can come and come to the museum. You can bring a group. The public hours right now are 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, but field trips can be anytime. So you just need to contact me and those can be scheduled. And then hopefully I can get back to some banner exhibits from the National Library of Medicine and some guest lecturers. The Medical Museum has a website at www.melnick.ysu.edu. If you do come to visit the museum, it is a YSU museum, so there is no admission fee. You can come during the open hours, or you can email or call me to schedule a time. You know, if you need to come in the morning or on a day that we're not open, you can call.
717 Credit Union. Business services designed to meet your daily needs. Commercial loans, business deposits, merchant and payroll services. 717 Credit Union. It's knowing you were treated right every time.